Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Ursprung Gymnasium. Matt Florjancic alongside you for the call of today's game between the Fighting Muskies of Muskingum University and the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets. Currently, the Muskies enjoy a 3-0 lead over the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets, but BW looking to potentially tie things up on this trip down the floor. Andrews with the ball on the left side of the floor. She'll swing it over to Hensel on the right wing. Hensel looking for the backdoor cut to Andrews. It's good. Andrews with the layup. BW now trails just by 1 point, 3-2. 6:53 to go here in quarter number one. Bicking with the ball on the floor for the Muskies, and she'll dribble it off her shoe, working against Megan Hensel. That's a turnover, and BW with a chance to get in front for the first time today. Lily Edwards checks back into the game, and seeing her first action today, Sylvie Sonneman, along with Emily Lyon, who takes the ball on the right wing. Looked for a backdoor pass. It wasn't there. Now she'll swing it out top. Gets reversed over to Sonneman. Inside it goes to Edwards. Her spinning jumper is no good, and she's going to draw the foul. Edwards will get two coming from the line. Izzy Andrews will check out, and she'll be replaced by Carolyn Wolkley. Edwards, the leading scorer for the Yellow Jackets at 17.5 points per game. She is a 79.6% free throw shooter, making 39 of 49 coming in. Make it 40 of 50 and 41 of 51 on the season as she completes the pair and gives the Yellow Jackets their first advantage of the game. Casey Smith with the ball for the Muskies. She'll hand off to Moorhead, and as they tried to exchange, Smith was whistled for the illegal screen, and that's a turnover for the Muskies. On the floor for Muskingum, it's Hallie Moorhead, Casey Smith, Taylor DeMassimo, Leah Smith, and Caitlin DeMassimo. Check that, Bailey Bishop checks in. Aaron Lyon with the layup for the Yellow Jackets, and with that, the Muskies will burn a 30-second timeout after starting the game with a three-pointer on their first possession. The Yellow Jackets, or rather the Muskies, have been outscored by the Yellow Jackets 6-3, and that is our score with 5:58 to go here in the first quarter. Lily Edwards, Carolyn Wolkley, Sylvie Sonneman, Emily Lyon, and Kaylee Ressler on the floor, the five on the floor for the Yellow Jackets. Edwards, the only starter still in the game for BW. Casey Smith with the dribble drive for Muskingum. She left it short. Edwards there for the board for the Yellow Jackets. Edwards will bring it across the timeline. Out front it goes to Wolkley. She fires up a three, and it's off back iron. Rebound tracked down by Taylor DeMassimo for the Muskies. She'll swing it over to Leah Smith on the right wing. Smith gets the lane and then passes off to Bailey Bishop. Bishop gets the lane shut off on a dribble drive attempt. Tried to get it to Moorhead, but it's stolen away by Edwards. Edwards on the dribble drive, goes all the way up to the hoop and gets it to fall. Yellow Jackets in front, 8-3 as we approach the midway point of the first quarter. Casey Smith tried to drive, but she was fouled as it looks like Sonneman was the guilty party on the reach-in. Kira Philpott checks into the game for the Yellow Jackets. Checking back into the game, Sarah Miller and Kenzie Bicking for the Muskies. There's just one non-starter on the floor for the Muskies, and that's Leah Smith. Smith with the ball on the left wing. She'll swing it over to Bicking. Now it goes right corner to Taylor DeMassimo. She tries to dribble drive on the baseline, and she draws a foul against the Yellow Jackets. Emily Lyon gets whistled for the foul, and she will quickly head to the bench. Megan Hensel is into the game for BW. And so is Reagan Schill. Leah Smith on the dribble drive. She gets a shot in the lane to go. 8-5, BW's lead down to 3. Carolyn Wolkley at the top of the key. She'll swing it over to Reagan Schill. Schill on the right wing. She'll put it on the floor with the right hand, now with the left. Swing it over to Wrestler. Wrestler out to Philpott, now back out front to Wolkley. 9 on the shot clock, and the Yellow Jackets will get whistled for an illegal screen. Kira Philpott charged with that personal foul. That's her first. That's already the 4th on the Yellow Jackets. Bicking with the ball on the right wing for the Muskies. She'll swing it into the corner to Moorhead, and before she could launch a 3, she's whistled for the turnover as she stepped on the sideline. Wolkley signals the play as she jogs the ball across the timeline. She'll dribble off left side, swing it over to Wrestler. Wrestler on the right side, back left to Wolkley. Wolkley out front to Hensel between the circles. Now it goes over to Schill on the left wing. Schill's going to try to drive. Scoop shot in the lane, no good. Rebound to Haley Moorhead of the Muskies. She quickly gets it over to Bicking on the left wing. Bicking will get it right back from Leah Smith. And now Haley Moorhead will reset things with 17 on the shot clock. She'll dribble off right wing. Out front to Taylor DeMassimo. She'll try the dribble drive, and her running shot is too strong. Rebound, Megan Hensel. Hensel dribbles it into the front court. It goes over to Reagan Schill. Her three-pointer from the left wing is up, and it is good. 11-5, BW back in front by 6 with 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Miller reverses it over to DeMassimo, right wing. She left it too long on the three-point attempt, and Megan Hensel was there for the Yellow Jacket rebound. Wolkley into the front court. She gets to the line, gets to the lane, throws up a runner. It's no good. Bicking there for the Muskingum rebound. Running a 2-on-2. As she gets it to Moorhead, now it'll be swung out to DeMassimo. Her triple try is up, and she left it off the side of the rim. Hensel there for another rebound. Hensel swings it out top to Wolkley. Now it gets reversed over to Wrestler. Wrestler to Philpott, now to Wolkley in the left corner. She'll dribble out left wing, send it over to Reagan Schill out top, back to Wolkley on the left wing. 8 on the shot clock. Wolkley looking for a screen. She gets it. She gets into the lane, kicks it into the corner. Three-pointer from Wrestler. Too long. Rebound tracked down by Miller for Muskingum. Moorhead on the right wing. She's going to try the dribble drive. Her scoop shot in the lane's no good. Rebound, however, gives her an opportunity at second chance points as she draws a shooting foul on one of the Yellow Jackets. Reagan Schill picks up the foul. That's her first. It's the 5th on the Yellow Jackets. Checking back into the game for Muskingum. Just one substitution. That's sophomore guard Bailey Bishop. On the floor now for the Yellow Jackets, Emily Lyon, Izzy Andrews, Megan Scheibelhut, Sylvie Sonneman, and Megan Hensel. Moorhead is off the mark with her first free throw attempt. Came in a 72% free throw shooter, and she'll split the pair. Casey Smith back into the ball game for the Muskies. One of the starting 5 for today's game. Andrews signals the play as she brings the ball into the front court. Over to Sonneman. She'll skip it to Hensel on the left wing. Hensel out front to Lyon. Lyon right back to Hensel, looking for the backdoor pass. It's not there. Hensel will create some space for herself. Fire up a three, no good. Rebound and a putback from Megan Scheibelhut. Goes down 13-6. BW in front. Kenzie Bicking with the ball on the left wing. She'll dribble into the lane and pass to Casey Smith on the right wing. Post entry pass to Bishop. She'll skip it out to Leah Smith and now to Taylor DeMassimo. She'll try the dribble drive and her layup is good. 13-8, BW in front by 5. Going back the other way, it's Sonneman lobbing it inside to Lyon. Her jumper is off the mark, but she gets a rebound back and she gets the putback layup to go. Under a minute here in quarter number 1 from the Ursprung Gymnasium inside the Lou Higgins Center on the campus of Baldwin Wallace University. Bishop in the low post working against Scheibelhut. She goes up too strong. Rebound pulled down by Megan Hensel. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock, so BW cannot use it all. Sonneman on the right wing. Over to Andrews. Andrews trying to dribble drive. Too strong on the shot attempt, and a rebound is last touched by Megan Scheibelhut. However, we have an officials conference, and BW will be awarded the basketball. So now, with 19.7 seconds left, BW can use it all. Hallie Moorhead checks back into the game for the Muskies, and Lily Edwards checks into the game for the Yellow Jackets. Edwards will replace Scheibelhut. Andrews to trigger the inbound pass. She does so to Edwards. Edwards with a pump fake, now the drive, and there is a stoppage in play. Foul on the floor. Taylor DeMassimo with the foul. And thought it was on the floor, but Edwards being awarded 2 free throw attempts. Already 2 of 2 on the day. And her first attempt spins out. So a chance just to split now. Edwards eyes the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Megan Hensel. Out front, it went to Sylvie Sonneman, and then she had a little bit too much on that pass to Izzy Edwards. And it goes out of bounds. Muskingum can use the rest of the clock. Wrestler checks back into the game for the Yellow Jackets. She replaces Lily Edwards. Moorhead with the basketball out top. She hands off to Casey Smith. 5 seconds on the clock. Smith on the drive. Her layup is good. And it will be the final basket of the quarter. But BW takes a 15-10 lead into the break as we get set for quarter number 2 from the Ursprung Gymnasium. Taking a look at some of those first quarter statistics. As a team, BW shot 6 of 18 from the field, 33.3%. Muskingum, the exact same percentage, although they went 4 of 12 from the field. Muskingum 1 of 3 from three-point range. BW 1 of 8, just 12.5% from long distance. Both teams have split their free throw attempts. Muskingum 1 of 2, Baldwin Wallace 2 of 4. Muskingum with 5 turnovers as opposed to 3 for the Yellow Jackets. BW holds a 6-5 edge in points off turnovers. They also hold a 13-8 advantage in total rebounds, 6-1 edge in offensive rebounds, and they are even at 7 each in defensive rebounds. BW has handed out 3 assists, just 1 for the Muskies. Muskingum has the only block of the game, and BW has the only 2 steals of the game. The bench scoring in favor of the Yellow Jackets 4-2. Second chance points in favor of the Yellow Jackets 4-1. Points in the paint in favor of BW 10-6. And fast break points in favor of BW 2-0. Muskingum will get the ball here to start quarter number 2 on the floor for the Muskies. It's Moorhead, Bicking, Leah Smith, Bishop, and Casey Smith. Bicking's three-point attempt is long and sails out of bounds. BW will get possession. Lily Edwards joined by Emily Irwin, Megan Hensel, Kaylee Ressler, and Emily Lyon in the first 5 out for the second quarter. Irwin with the basketball on the left wing. She lobs it to Edwards, and it's knocked out of bounds by Casey Smith. BW will retain possession. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Irwin inbounds to Hensel. Hensel back to Irwin out top. She'll reverse it over to Ressler on the right wing. Back to Irwin. Her three-pointer from the left wing is off the rim and no good. Rebound pulled down by the Yellow Jackets. That's Ressler. She'll reset to Hensel. Over to Lyon. Thought about a three-pointer. Now the dribble drive all the way to the hoop and get the layup to fall. 17-10. BW with the advantage 1 minute into the second quarter. Casey Smith gets to the line, gets to the lane, gets stripped on the way up, and it's off of Lily Edwards. So Muskingum will retain possession. Taylor DeMassimo will check back into the basketball game for the Muskies, and she'll inbound the ball. Moorhead with it on the right wing, back to DeMassimo. Thought about a three, now tries a dribble drive. It's shut off by the Yellow Jackets. And forcing the turnover was Emily Lyon as she forced DeMassimo to step out of bounds on the dribble drive. Reagan Schill and Sylvie Sonneman back into the ball game for the Yellow Jackets. Sarah Miller returns for the Muskies. Sonneman swings it over to Edwards. Edwards on the drive, goes up off glass, and her short jumper is good. 19-10, BW in front. Bicking on the right wing. She'll put it on the deck, get between the circles over to Leah Smith on the left side of the floor. Smith into the left corner to Moorhead. Pump fake, now the dribble drive. Her scoop shot is blocked out of bounds. Ressler with the block. Casey Smith will check back into the game for the Muskies. Moorhead catches the ball on the right wing. Out top it goes to Casey Smith. Now over to Taylor DeMassimo. She's working against Reagan Schill. Gets to the lane. Gets it shut off, so she'll pass over to Moorhead. 1 on the shot clock. Scoop shot up. It is no good as the shot went down, but the official on the baseline whistled a player control foul. And that brought the Yellow Jacket bench to their feet in support of their teammate who stepped up and took the charge. I believe that was Reagan Schill. Emily Irwin with the basketball. Over to Edwards on the right wing. Edwards puts it on the floor with the left hand. Now over to Irwin. Thought about a three. Now she will fire up a step back three. It's no good. Rebound will be knocked out of bounds by the Yellow Jackets, and Muskingum will get possession. BW's really picking up the effort on the offensive glass. They are really pursuing these long rebounds off these missed three-pointers and making Muskingum work for every rebound they get. Casey Smith between the circles. She tries a handoff to DeMassimo, and a foul will be called. Reagan Schill with the reach-in foul. Carolyn Wolkley checks into the game for the Yellow Jackets, as does Izzy Andrews. So they'll join Sonneman, Edwards, and Ressler on the floor for BW. Moorhead, Casey Smith, Taylor DeMassimo, Sarah Miller, and Kenzie Bicking on the floor for the Muskies. Moorhead swings it over to DeMassimo, now to Casey Smith on the right wing. Smith trying to drive, gets into the lane, and she draws a foul. And it's going to be Sylvie Sonneman picking up the defensive foul. and she will be subbed out, and Megan Hensel will return back to the ball game. Taylor DeMassimo to trigger the inbound. She'll lob it up top to Casey Smith. Now at the top of the key, Smith hands off to Bicking. Bicking looking for a lane to drive, and it was shut off by the Jackets, who knocked the ball out of bounds. And Muskingum will inbound along the sideline. Casey Smith to do the honors. She finds Moorhead on the left side. Moorhead will dribble off to the right wing. 7 on the shot clock. Taylor DeMassimo on the drive. Her runner is too strong off the backboard, and Lily Edwards is there for the rebound. Edwards over to Andrews. Back to Edwards. Back door to Hensel. Hensel's layup no good. However, the rebound will be tipped to Hensel, but before she can control it, the Yellow Jackets whistled for a loose ball foul. Wrestler picks up the foul. She'll be replaced by Emily Lyon, and also checking back into the game, replacing Lily Edwards, is Megan Scheibelhut. Leah Smith back into the ball game for the Muskies. Moorhead with the basketball out top, tries the lob over to Miller. Miller puts it on the deck once and then gives it right wing to Casey Smith on the dribble drive. Excellent look, but couldn't get it to go from the tough angle. Yellow Jackets pulled on a rebound. Hensel into the front court, off on the right wing. Looking for a cutter, it's not there, so she'll swing it out top to Wokeley. Wokeley looked back door, but it wasn't there as Muskingum had shut that off. Andrews out top, over to Scheibelhut on the right wing. Over to the left side of the floor to Wokeley. Wokeley puts it on the deck with the right hand, crosses over left, jump stops at the post. Hensel's triple try is off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Casey Smith. Smith driving all the way to the hoop, and she is going to get whistled for the player control foul, as stepping up well outside of the restricted area and absorbing a whole lot of contact was Izzy Andrews. Taylor DeMassimo checks back into the game, as does Bailey Bishop for Muskingum. 19-10, BW in front and looking to build on it on this possession with 5:46 to go in the second quarter. Megan Hensel swings it over to Wokeley. Right corner three, no good, and rebound out of bounds off of Scheibelhut. Muskingum will get possession. DeMassimo inbounds to Moorhead. Moorhead dribbles across the timeline. She'll swing it back to DeMassimo, right wing. Now out front to Bicking. She'll reverse it to Leah Smith on the left wing. Looking back door to DeMassimo. She'll put it on the deck once with the right hand. Go up, in traffic, no good. Gets her own rebound back. Kicks it out front to Leah Smith. Pump fake on the three. Her running jumper is up, and it's good. 19-10, and BW's lead down to 7, approaching the 5-minute mark of the second quarter. Andrews over to Scheibelhut. Now it goes right wing to Lyon. Lyon looking for the dribble drive, and she dribbled it off her shoe into the hands of one of the Muskies. Taylor DeMassimo thought about a three, and she threw the ball away after being bumped by Megan Scheibelhut. Scheibelhut going the other way, misses on the layup, and the rebound is pulled down by the Muskies. Scheibelhut got away with a lot of contact, but then on the other side could not get the layup to go. Bicking thought about a long three. Now she'll throw up a 15-footer, and she'll swish it. 19-14. Muskingum fighting their way back into this game. Scheibelhut, right wing. Looking for a screen from Andrews. Now gives the ball to Andrews. Backdoor to Hensel. Hensel in traffic, gets the jumper to go. 21-14, BW in front. Moorhead over to Bicking on the right side. Into the right corner goes to DeMassimo. Her triple try is up, too strong. Rebound, Izzy Andrews. She'll outlet to Scheibelhut, who will skip it over to Megan Hensel. Megan Hensel dribbles up to the left wing, picks up the basketball and swings it over to Wokeley between the circles. Wokeley lobs it into Hensel, but before the pass can be completed, Hensel draws the foul on Taylor DeMassimo. A host of substitutions for the Yellow Jackets as Lily Edwards, Kaylee Ressler, Emily Irwin, and Marid Leila Berte check into the game. Casey Smith checks in for the Muskies. Ressler out top, over to Irwin on the right wing. Irwin into the mid post. It goes to Edwards. Her shot is no good, and she cannot control her own rebound as she's the last one to touch it before it hits out of bounds. So the Muskies will get the basketball. Picking with the basketball on the left wing, out top to Leah Smith, now over to Casey Smith on the right wing. She'll dribble into the lane, gets it shut off on the post. She's calling for an outlet on the pass, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Moorhead dribbles off left side over to Casey Smith. 5 on the shot clock. Smith tries to drive. Her layup's good. She'll have one more coming from the line as she was fouled in the act of shooting. Izzy Andrews got caught with the reach in. So a chance at a three-point play for Casey Smith. Just a 48.6% free throw shooter overall on the season. In conference play, she's made just 5 of 15. Make it 5 of 16 as she's too long. A rebound is pulled down by Lily Edwards. Edwards to Leila Berte, now over to Irwin. Irwin back to Edwards in the post. She goes up off glass and gets the layup to go. 23-16 BW in front. 2:50 to go here in the second quarter. Bicking with a deep three for the Muskies. And out of nowhere, it's a 4-point game as she buries that triple. Edwards with the basketball. She's trying to drive. Jump stops. Left-handed layup is up. It's good. 25-19, BW back in front by 6. Bicking with the basketball on the left wing. She's working against Irwin. Now swings it over to Casey Smith, right side. Leila Berte checking her. Forces the pass off to Moorhead. Moorhead driving baseline against Andrews. Finds Bicking in the corner, and there will be a foul on the floor. Emily Irwin charged with that foul. Kira Philpott checks into the game, as does Emily Lyon for the Yellow Jackets. Sarah Miller checks into the game for the Muskies. Kenzie Bicking at the free throw line. She makes the first. She's now 3 of 3 on the season. Looking to complete the pair and make this just a 4-point game. And she will do just that as that shot rims in. 25-21, BW in front. Lyon on the dribble drive. Her right-handed layup is up. It's good. Just like that, the Yellow Jackets back in front by 6. Bicking on the left wing. She's looking to dribble out top. Swings it over to Leah Smith on the right wing. Leah Smith on the drive, now will dish off to Moorhead. Moorhead will drive all the way to the hoop. Left it too strong. Philpott there for the board. She'll outlet to Irwin. Irwin pushes the ball onto the front court. Gets it between the circles, now backs it out and swings it over to Leila Berte. Skips it over to Lyon on the right wing. Ressler with the ball out top now. Hands off to Irwin. Irwin puts it behind her back, swings it over to Philpott. Philpott on the drive, goes up in traffic, left it too strong, and there will be a foul called on the Muskies on the rebound attempt. Looks like Sarah Miller will get charged with the foul. Lily Edwards checks in, replacing Kira Philpott, and Megan Hensel quickly sent to the scorer's table as well for the Yellow Jackets, and she will relieve Leila Berte. Emily Irwin lobs it in to Lily Edwards in the high post. Edwards hands it back to Irwin. Thought about a 3, now kicks it over to Edwards. Edwards on the drive, goes up at traffic, and she's going to be whistled for the travel call. Another turnover for the Yellow Jackets. Moorhead slowing down the tempo a little bit. She's walking the ball into the front court as she signals the play. We're under a minute here in quarter number 2. The referee calls a stop to play, and he will charge Emily Lyon with a foul. That sends Moorhead to the line for 2 free throws. Izzy Andrews checks in, and Lyon will take a seat. Moorhead's first attempt is up, and it's nothing but net. Came into the game shooting 72% at the line, and she'll improve that percentage a little bit as she knocks down both and makes it a 4-point game. 27-23, Yellow Jackets in front. Emily Irwin with the basketball over to Megan Hensel out top. Hensel looked for a cutting teammate. It wasn't there. So now over to Irwin. Now it goes into the mid post to Edwards. Edwards draws the foul on the jumper. It rattled out, but she'll have 2 coming from the line. Scheibelhut will check in. Irwin will check out. So Hensel will switch to the backcourt now with Izzy Andrews. Lily Edwards going through a routine at the free throw line, spins it behind her back and puts it on the deck. She's off the mark again. It's 3 consecutive misses from the free throw line for Lily Edwards. Not something she's accustomed to doing, having made 80% of her free throws. Now she will split the pair, and she'll be relieved by Kira Philpott. Yellow Jackets in front by 5. Moorhead with the basketball. She calls out the play. Crosses the timeline over to Miller on the left side. Now left wing it goes to Leah Smith. Smith over to Moorhead on the left side of the floor. She'll dribble off to the left wing. 2-second differential between the shot and the game clocks. Leah Smith on the dribble drive. And before she could get a scoop shot attempt up in the lane, her foot slid out from underneath her, and she was whistled for the travel. Emily Irwin will come into the ball game for the Yellow Jackets. Izzy Andrews will take a seat. 11.4 seconds left to go here in the first half. The Yellow Jackets can use it all. Irwin takes the inbound pass from Scheibelhut. Jogs it across the timeline. 5 seconds to go. Irwin with a stutter step back 3 is up. It's good! The buzzer beater for Emily Irwin will send the Yellow Jackets into the locker room with an 8-point advantage, 31-23 over the Fighting Muskies of Muskingum University. We're going to step away for a few minutes and catch our breath. We'll be back with some first half analysis and the second half of play here from the Ursprung Gymnasium inside the Lou Higgins Center on the campus of Baldwin Wallace University. Thank you for watching on the BW Athletics website, bwyellowjackets.com. Hello everyone and welcome back inside the Ursprung Gymnasium inside the Lou Higgins Center on the campus of Baldwin Wallace University. I'm Matt Florjancic along with you for the call of today's game between the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets and the Muskingum Fighting Muskies. At halftime, the BW Yellow Jackets hold a 31-23 lead over the Muskies. And while we have this opportunity, we want to remind you that today's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics. Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine, proud medical provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes. Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Today's game is also being brought to you by the Oswald Company for all your insurance and risk management needs. Chuck Ratuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. And Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Taking a look quickly at the first half statistics. BW shot 13 of 33 from the field, 39.4%. They were 2 of 13 from three-point range, just 15.4%, and they split their 6 free throw attempts, knocking down 3 of them. The Muskies were 8 of 24 from the field, 33.3%. They were also 2 of 6 from three-point range for 33.3% as well. And Muskingum knocked down 5 of its 7 free throws, 71.4%. Leading the way for the Yellow Jackets with 11 points is Lily Edwards. She's 4 of 5 from the field and 3 of 6 from the free throw line. She's added 3 rebounds and 1 steal and 1 block shot. She has a +5 rating in just 8 minutes of action. Also scoring for the Yellow Jackets with 8 points, Emily Lyon. 3 points each to Reagan Schill and Emily Irwin, as Irwin knocked down a buzzer-beating three-pointer going into halftime. And with 2 points each, Megan Scheibelhut, Izzy Andrews, and Megan Hensel. Leading the way for the Muskies with 7 points is Kenzie Bicking. She's knocked down 2 of her 3 shots from the field and 1 of 2 from three-point range. 5 points to Taylor DeMassimo, 4 points each to Casey Smith and Leah Smith, and Hallie Moorhead rounds out the scoring with 3 points. The Yellow Jackets start off with possession of the basketball. Edwards' shot no good. Rebound and putback from Megan Scheibelhut is good, and BW pushes the lead to 10. Casey Smith on the floor for the Muskies. She dribbles off to the lane, over to Taylor DeMassimo. Her triple try is up. It's no good. Rebound, Megan Scheibelhut. Scheibelhut, Andrews, Edwards, Hensel, and Schill on the floor for the Yellow Jackets. Schill will fire up a wide open 3, no good. Rebound, knocked out of bounds by Megan Scheibelhut. Muskingum will get possession. Casey Smith, Hallie Moorhead, Sarah Miller, Taylor DeMassimo, and Kenzie Bicking on the floor for the Muskies. DeMassimo swings it over left wing to Bicking. Bicking looking for the post entry pass. It's denied by the Yellow Jackets, so she'll swing it over to Casey Smith on the right side. Smith off to DeMassimo. Looking for a screen. She can't get it. Tries to drive into the lane. Hands off to Sarah Miller. Miller with the runner, and she was stripped by Megan Scheibelhut, but the official felt that there was too much of a reach in for there not to be a foul and charged Scheibelhut with her first foul of the game and the first on the Yellow Jackets in the third quarter. Miller's attempt is up and it is good. Deficit now under 10 again for the Muskies. Miller off the mark with her second, and Lily Edwards is there for the board. She outlets it to Megan Hensel on the right side of the floor. Hensel will dribble between the circles and swing it over to Reagan Schill on the left wing. Schill out top to Andrews. Andrews over to Edwards on the right wing. Edwards gets to the free throw line now, backs it out. Pulls up from 19, left it short. Rebound, Casey Smith for the Muskies. Taylor DeMassimo looking for the dribble drive. She throws up a runner, too strong off the backboard. It's pulled down by Lily Edwards. Edwards pushing the tempo into the front court. She'll swing it out to Schill. Pump fake on the three over to Andrews. Down low to Megan Schaubelhut. She's off the mark. Put back attempt, however, is up, and it is good. Moorhead with the basketball. She'll hand off to Miller. Miller thought about eyeing up the 15-footer. Now looks back door to Moorhead, and she is off the mark with her layup attempt. Hensel there to pull down the board for the Jackets. Out top to Edwards. Edwards looking back door to Hensel, and what a great play for the Yellow Jackets. Great cut, better pass, and good finish leads to the Yellow Jackets pushing the advantage out to 13. It is 37-24 in favor of the Yellow Jackets with 7:40 to go here in the third quarter. And just like that, Coach Aaron Eaton will burn a quick timeout to try to resettle the Muskies. What a great overall play by the Yellow Jackets. True team effort from everybody. Hensel on the outlet pass to Edwards. Edwards with the great court vision to see Hensel going back door, and Hensel with the presence of mind to position herself perfectly underneath the hoop for that finish. On the floor out of that timeout for the Yellow Jackets, it's Ressler, Edwards, Schill, Andrews, Hensel, DeMassimo, Miller, Moorhead, Casey Smith, and Leah Smith on the floor for the Muskies. Leah Smith will inbound to Moorhead. Moorhead will jog it across the timeline. Swings it over right wing to Taylor DeMassimo. DeMassimo with a good move to get to the lane. Her runner is no good. Megan Hensel there for the board. Hensel running the break over to Schill on the left wing. Schill hands off to Edwards. Edwards with the head fake, now trying to drive. Goes baseline and can't get the runner to go. Mainly because she was fouled in the act of shooting, so she'll have two coming from the line. Edwards came in to the game shooting 79.6% from the free throw stripe, but has been a little bit of a struggle today. 3 of 6 on the day. She missed 3 in a row there early in the first half. Bailey Bishop checks back into the ball game for the Muskies as Edwards goes through her routine, and she left that one short as well. She'll spin it behind her back one time, put it on the deck once with the right hand, and she'll split the pair. 38-24, Yellow Jackets in front. Edwards now 4 of 8 from the charity stripe today. Taylor DeMassimo, right side, over to Moorhead. Now looking low to Bishop, and she draws the foul. She was wide open as the Yellow Jackets got caught on a screen and switch. And Edwards picks up the foul. Kira Philpott, Carolyn Wolkley, and Sylvie Sonneman check into the ball game for the Yellow Jackets. Bishop's first attempt will rim in. Came into the game shooting 7 of 10 from the free throw line. She was 5 of 6 in OAC play. Now she's 7 of 8 as she completes the pair and makes it a 12-point deficit for the Muskies. Wolkley left wing to Philpott. Philpott looking for Sonneman, but the Muskies shut off that attempt. Wolkley dribbles to the free throw line over to Sonneman left side. Sonneman looking to get to the lane. Can't do it. Throws it, and it gets deflected to Philpott. She raises up off the mark, gets her own rebound back, and her putback attempt is good. 40-26. BW in front, 6:28 to go in the third quarter. Leah Smith on the dribble drive. She'll now swing it over to Moorhead. Thought about a three-point attempt, but now we'll try to drive and hand off to Casey Smith. Smith off the glass. It's good. 40-28, BW in front as we approach the 6-minute mark here in the third quarter. And before Wolkley can find a teammate to pass it to, the Yellow Jackets are whistled for a player control foul. That's Kira Philpott picking up the call. That's her second. That's the third on the Yellow Jackets this quarter. Moorhead over to Leah Smith on the left side. Leah Smith over to Casey Smith, and she barely stays in bounds, but now we'll try the dribble drive. Her runner is off the mark. Rebound is pulled down by Ressler. Ressler into the front court, over to Sonneman. Sonneman looking for Philpott down low, and her layup is good. Excellent look and pass by Sonneman to set up Philpott, who, despite some contact and heavy traffic underneath, was able to get that layup to go. Bishop with a scooping jump shot, no good. Ressler there for the board. Ressler over to Wolkley on the left wing. Wolkley drives, dishes it to Philpott, and she gets the layup to go. What a look by Carolyn Wolkley, and what a finish by Philpott underneath the hoop, who, after picking up that foul, has given the Yellow Jackets some good offense with back-to-back hoops. That last basket will push the lead to 16, 44-28, and force the Muskies to take another timeout. It's a full timeout with 5:18 to go here in the third quarter from the Ursprung Gymnasium inside the Lou Higgins Center on the campus of Baldwin Wallace University. The Yellow Jackets will come out of that timeout with Wolkley, Sonneman, Ressler, Philpott, and Emily Lyon on the floor. Leah Smith, Hallie Moorhead, Sarah Miller, Kenzie Bicking, and Casey Smith on the floor for the Muskies. So 4 of their 5 starters on the floor. Yellow Jackets do not have any of their 5 starters on the floor right now. Miller working against Philpott. She'll get the shot blocked, and Philpott will pull down the board. She'll hand off to Wolkley. Wolkley into the front court. Hands off to Sonneman. Sonneman on the drive. Left it a hard angle shot. Left herself a hard angle shot, I should say, and it hit the bottom of the backboard. The Muskies will get the possession and move into the front court. Moorhead on the drive. Her running attempt is off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Emily Lyon. Lyon into the front court over to Sonneman on the right wing. Sonneman drives into the lane, and she is fouled. Kenzie Bicking charged with the foul. Near wholesale substitutions for the Yellow Jackets. Sonneman will stay on the floor, but the other 4 players will be replaced. That's Megan Hensel, Reagan Schill, Megan Scheibelhut, and Emily Irwin on the floor for the Yellow Jackets. So 3 of their 5 starters are back. And before the Yellow Jackets can inbound the basketball, one of the Muskies is whistled for a foul as Leah Smith getting charged with the foul. Bailey Bishop and Taylor DeMassimo come back into the game for the Muskies. Emily Irwin will inbound underneath the Yellow Jacket basket, and she will lob it in to Megan Scheibelhut. Back to Irwin out between the circles. Irwin right side, tries to dribble drive, and her feet slipped underneath her, and she is called for the travel. Lily Edwards back into the ball game for the Yellow Jackets. Sylvie Sonneman will take a seat. So Irwin, the only non-starter on the floor for the Yellow Jackets. Moorhead with the basketball. She'll swing it over to DeMassimo right side. Into the high post to Miller. She left the shot too short. Rebound to Edwards. Edwards looking to push. Throws it back door to Hensel, but it's knocked away and controlled by Casey Smith. Good defense in transition for the Muskies. Bishop tried to enter it inside. It was batted away. Now Sarah Miller with the basketball. 15 on the shot clock for the Muskies. Miller gets the ball back in the high post, but it's knocked out of bounds by the Yellow Jackets. Edwards looked like she set Scheibelhut up for the steal, but it deflected off of Scheibelhut and back off of Edwards, who had yet to establish herself back in bounds. DeMassimo with the inbound pass. She finds Casey Smith. Smith on the drive, throws it up off glass. It's no good. She'll bat the rebound out, but Emily Irwin there to control for the Yellow Jackets. 1-on-3, she wisely pulls up and hands off to Megan Hensel on the left wing. Hensel raises up from 3, but is off the mark. Moorhead now going the other way for the Muskies. Out front to Taylor DeMassimo. DeMassimo on the dribble drive. Thought about pulling up for the jumper, not there, so Casey Smith will drive, and she can't get the shot to go. Edwards pulls down the board for the Yellow Jackets, and she draws the foul on Casey Smith, who's replaced by Kenzie Bicking. Smith took an awful lot of contact from an elbow there before she hit the deck. That's a hard luck foul for the young lady. Irwin picks up her dribble between the circles, swings it over to Edwards on the right side of the floor, and looks like Megan Hensel on a drive draws a loose ball foul, or draws an off the ball foul rather, on Taylor DeMassimo. That's her third. That's the 5th on the Muskies this quarter. Leah Smith will check into the game for the Muskies. Hensel will go to the line, where on the year she hasn't been there much. Just 9 shots from the free throw line, and she's made 6 of them. Now 6 of 10 as she's off back iron with the first attempt. She gets some encouragement from Emily Irwin and a couple other teammates before she attempts to split the pair, and she will do just that. She gets the second one to go, pushes the lead to 17, 45-28. Jackets in front, 2:54 to go here in the third quarter. Leah Smith over to Bailey Bishop. Bishop gets to the free throw line, looking for a cutter. Now she'll hand off to Leah Smith, who will be whistled for a travel call. Took one too many steps after catching the basketball. And that's another turnover for the Muskies. Muskingum had 10 first half turnovers, and BW converted those into 11 points. Looking to add on to that advantage right here as Edwards skips it out to Hensel. Pump fake on the 3. She's going to drive the lane. Kick it to Edwards. Her 12-foot jumper is off the mark. Rebound, Sarah Miller. Miller over to Moorhead. Now to Bicking on the left side of the floor. Bicking with the drive. Right wing. It goes to Bishop. Her triple try is up, and it's good. 45-31. BW's lead trimmed to 14 with 2:08 to go here in the third quarter. Edwards just inside the three-point line on the right side. She'll hand off to Irwin. Irwin over to Hensel on the right side. Hensel skips it to Edwards left side. 7 on the shot clock. Edwards looking to drive into the corner to Reagan Schill. Too strong on the pass, and that's another turnover for the Yellow Jackets. Wrestler and Andrews check into the game for the Yellow Jackets. They'll relieve Scheibelhut and Irwin respectively. So that means Schill, Hensel, Andrews, Edwards, and Wrestler on the floor for BW. Moorhead into the lane, dumps it to Sarah Miller. Her fadeaway jumper is no good. Rebound, Wrestler. She's been really active on the glass for the Yellow Jackets and been a catalyst in starting transition. Hensel off the mark with her three-point attempt. Edwards there for the rebound, and her pass backdoor layup leads to a backdoor layup from Wrestler. Leah Smith trying to answer with a backdoor layup of her own, no good. Rebound pulled down by Wrestler again. Wrestler over to Andrews, now to Edwards. Edwards in the lane, goes up, left it too short, and hit off the front of the rim. Rebound pulled down by the Muskies. Bicking will drive into the lane, and her layup is good. 47-33. Yellow Jackets in front by 14. Andrews with the basketball between the circles. Over to Edwards, right wing. Edwards will dribble towards the hoop, go up for the shot, and she'll draw the foul. She'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Emily Lyon and Sylvie Sonneman check back into the ball game for the Yellow Jackets. Kira Philpott will check in for Lily Edwards after these free throw attempts. Casey Smith back into the ball game for the Muskies. Edwards takes a deep breath, spins the ball around her body, puts it on the deck one time, raises up, and knocks down the free throw. She'll walk herself through the same routine. Looks to complete the pair, left it short. So the free throw woes continue for Lily Edwards, 5 of 10 for the 79% free throw shooter. BW in front by 15. Muskingum can just use just about all the clock as there's a 1.5 second differential between the shot and the game clocks. Casey Smith out top. Look to drive, picked up her dribble at the free throw line, extended. Now over to Kenzie Bicking. Bicking will pull up for a deep three. It's off the mark. Rebound, Emily Lyon, as the time expires here in the third quarter. BW will take a 15-point lead into the fourth as they hold a 48-33 advantage over the Fighting Muskies. And while we have this timeout on the floor, I want to remind you that today's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics. Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine, proud medical provider for VW Athletics and its student athletes. Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Today's game is also being brought to you by the Oswald Company for all your insurance and risk management needs. Chuck Ratuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. And Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Through 3 quarters of play, the Yellow Jackets have shot 39.2% from the field, 20 of 51. They are 2 of 16 from three-point range and 6 of 12 at the free throw line. A little bit uncharacteristic from both three-point range and the free throw line. The Muskies 11 of 41 from the field, 26.8%, 3 of 9 from three-point range, and 8 of 11, 72.7% from the free throw line. Muskingum will start the fourth quarter with the basketball. On the floor, Casey Smith, Allie Moorhead, Kenzie Bicking, Bailey Bishop, and Leah Smith. Casey Smith with the drive. It gets shut off on the baseline, and the Yellow Jackets will force a turnover. Izzy Andrews dives on the loose ball. Outlets to Kaylee Ressler. She'll swing it over to Emily Lyon on the dribble drive, and the basket is waved off as there is a foul on the floor. Sylvie Sonneman and Kira Philpott round out the first 5 on the floor for the Yellow Jackets here in the fourth quarter. Muskingum charged with their first foul of the fourth. Andrews looking to inbound. She does so to Sonneman, and she'll get it right back. Over to Philpott. Philpott skips at the wrestler. Her triple try is up, and it's off the mark. Kira Philpott there for the board. Her shot attempt is blocked, and it's controlled by the Muskies. Kenzie Bicking with the basketball. She'll swing it over right side. Now over to Casey Smith on the baseline. Her fall-away jumper banks home. 48-35. BW's lead down to 13 with 9 minutes to go in regulation. Andrews on the dribble drive. Her layup attempt is no good. Kira Philpott whistled for the foul, going for the rebound. There was a lot of contact going both ways on that one, and Coach Hare was not happy that the call went against Philpott. Megan Scheibelhut will check into the game and give Philpott a break. Moorhead will dribble the basketball into the front court and swing it over to Leah Smith on the right wing. Smith on the dribble drive, hit off the side of the rim, and the Yellow Jackets will control the board. Sonneman dribbles it to the low block, now backs it out to Emily Lyon. Emily Lyon finds Scheibelhut going to the hoop, and Scheibelhut will get the layup to go. BW back in front by 15, 50-35. Kenzie Bicking with the basketball on the right side. She's looking to get to the lane. It's shut off, so she'll swing it over to Leah Smith. Now back to Bicking. Bicking on the dribble drive will skip it out top to Moorhead. Thought about the three. Now will try to drive herself. Throw up the left-handed layup in the lane, and it goes. Andrews on the floor for the Jackets, or rather working the ball up the floor for the Yellow Jackets, I should say. Over to Sonneman, looking backdoor to Wrestler. Wrestler throws up a shot. It was off balance in a fadeaway, but she had enough to draw the contact and get herself 2 attempts from the free throw line. Sarah Miller will check back into the ball game for the Yellow Jackets. Emily Irwin and Reagan Schill, 2 of the 3 substitutions for BW. Megan Hensel remains at the scorer's table as she will replace Wrestler after these free throw attempts. Wrestler's shot is up, and it is good. She came into the game 15 of 17 from the free throw line. That's good for 88.2%. And she will help herself out even more as she knocks down both of those attempts and is now 17 of 19 on the season. Moorhead will dribble the ball into the front court for the Muskies. She'll dribble off right side, looking for a screen from Miller. She gets it. Now gives the ball to Miller from 17 feet out. Miller looked at the shot, but now will pass to Casey Smith. Smith on the dribble drive, and again, she draws a player control foul as Emily Irwin was outside the restricted circle, and she took the contact to draw the foul. Now there's a brief conversation with 2 of the officials, and the Muskingum coach is about 10 feet onto the floor trying to hear what they're talking about. She is politely told that she needs to return to the bench. And after a brief conversation, take the charge off the board, and they're going to call a blocking foul on Reagan Schill. And they're going to give Casey Smith 2 free throw attempts. Coach Hare wants an explanation, and she's getting one from the official. I don't know that she's going to like what he has to say regardless of what that conversation looks like. Smith gets the first free throw to go. Second attempt is on the way, and it's off back iron. But one of the Yellow Jackets entered the lane early, so Smith will get another try to complete the pair. Attempt on its way. It's off back iron, rebound, and Megan Scheibelhut. She'll outlet the ball to Emily Irwin. Irwin skips it over to Schill on the right wing into the right corner to Sylvie Sonneman. Her triple try is halfway down and out. Again, the Yellow Jackets continue to struggle from three-point range. Casey Smith with the rebound. She'll outlet to Taylor DeMassimo. Now over to Moorhead. Moorhead back to DeMassimo. DeMassimo will skip it over to Bailey Bishop. Out front to Moorhead between the circles. She's looking for the drive. Over to Bishop. Her right wing triple is no good. Rebound Reagan Schill. Schill over to Sonneman on the right side of the floor. Out front to Irwin. Irwin picks up her dribble and quickly finds Sonneman. Sonneman back to Irwin. Irwin looking for a potential backdoor cut. It's not there. And now Scheibelhut with 10 on the shot clock will hand off to Irwin. Irwin will reset, now drive. Throw up a left-handed runner over Casey Smith, and it goes. Emily Irwin with the shot that puts BW up by 16, 54-38 with 6:19 to go in the fourth quarter. Taylor DeMassimo with the basketball between the circles. She'll swing it over to Bishop. Now it goes back to Casey Smith. Smith will back it out and now try to drive against Sonneman. She gets it blocked by Megan Scheibelhut, and Irwin will clean up the loose ball. Irwin on the drive out front to Sonneman. Thought about a three and passed it up. Now she'll fire it up, and it's off front rim. Rebound to the Muskies. Moorhead pulls down the board, and the Muskies will burn a 30-second timeout. Yellow Jackets 2 of 19 from three-point range, 10.5%. Muskingum 3 of 10 from long range in today's game. After the timeout, the Yellow Jackets will send out Megan Scheibelhut, Kaylee Ressler, Emily Irwin, Carolyn Wolkley, and Megan Hensel. Allie Moorhead, Leah Smith, Taylor DeMassimo, Sarah Miller, and Bailey Bishop on the floor for the Fighting Muskies. The Muskingum Muskies will inbound at half court, and it'll be Moorhead catching the pass in the backcourt, dribbling across the timeline. Moorhead tried to cut and give herself some space working against Emily Irwin. Got a little too greedy with that off arm, though, and it drew the player control and was whistled for the player control foul. Irwin will be replaced by Izzy Andrews. And Casey Smith back into the game for the Muskies. Andrews swings it over to Ressler, right side. Ressler back to Andrews on the left. Andrews dribbles into the lane, goes all the way up, and cannot get the layup to go. Left it just a little bit too short. Rebound to the Muskies. Leah Smith between the circles, swings it right wing to Taylor DeMassimo. DeMassimo tries to drive, now finds Casey Smith going baseline. The Yellow Jackets will shut that off, so DeMassimo will raise up from three-point range, and she'll be off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Lily Edwards. Carolyn Wolkley into the corner to Hensel, back to Wolkley. Now on top, Edwards will reverse it over to Andrews. Andrews will drive, find Ressler on the right wing. Out top to Wolkley it goes. Wolkley backdoor to Hensel. The layup cannot go, but Hensel there for the board. She'll throw up a turnaround jumper on the baseline, and she'll knock it down, and then she'll give Wolkley a little salute saying, hey, thank you for that initial pass. Sorry, I blew your chance at an assist. DeMassimo will raise up for a deep three, and it's short. Rebound pulled down by Edwards. Edwards on the drive. Jump stops in the lane, finds Hensel. Hensel on the drive, goes up off glass, and the layup is good. The Yellow Jackets now in front by 20, 58-38 with 4:09 to go in the game, and the Muskies will burn a full timeout, and I believe that is their final timeout of the game. While we have this opportunity, I want to remind you that today's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics. Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine, proud medical provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes. Dane Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Today's game is also being brought to you by the Oswald Company for all of your insurance and risk management needs. Chuck Ratuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. And Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Resetting things with 4:09 to go here in the fourth quarter from the Ursprung Gymnasium at the Lou Higgins Center. The BW Yellow Jackets lead the Fighting Muskies of Muskingum University 58-38. Leading the way with 13 points today, no surprise, Lily Edwards. She's knocked down 4 of her 9 shots from the field and 5 of her 10 free throw attempts. She's 1 rebound shy of a double-double, and she's handed out 2 assists. Megan Hensel nearing double-double status as well, 9 points and 8 rebounds for the Yellow Jackets. Taylor DeMassimo finds Kenzie Bicking now into the mid-post. It goes to Bailey Bishop, out to the left wing to Casey Smith. Now over to Leah Smith. Her jumper with 8 on the shot clock is no good. Rebound, Megan Hensel. Hensel into the front court. Jump stops just inside the three-point line. Swings it over to Ressler. They're joined by Wokeley, Andrews, and Edwards on the floor. Hensel will raise up from three-point range, and it's off the mark. Putback attempt goes for Lily Edwards, but not before she sends one of the Muskies to the deck and is whistled for the offensive foul. Casey Smith inbounds to Leah Smith. They're joined by Bailey Bishop, Taylor DeMassimo, and Kenzie Bicking on the floor. Casey Smith on the right side. Swings it out top to Taylor DeMassimo. She'll skip it back to Casey Smith. Casey Smith just holding her feet long enough to get that pass away before she's whistled for her travel. And Bailey Bishop's shot is off the mark. Rebound to the Yellow Jackets. Lily Edwards out front. She puts it on the deck with the left hand, looking backdoor to Ressler, and there's a tie-up between Ressler and Leah Smith, and the possession arrow will favor the Yellow Jackets. Sarah Miller comes back into the ball game for the Muskies, and stepping into the game, Emily Irwin returns. Bella Valiant sees her first action today, as does Kayla Paul. Carolyn Wokeley on the right wing. Enters it mid-post to Ressler. Ressler out front to Valiant. She'll skip it over to Wokeley on the left wing. Wokeley on a dribble drive. It gets reversed to Irwin. Her triple try is up, and it is short. She just missed the rim, and Taylor DeMassimo cleans up the rebound. Casey Smith gets to the line, gets to the lane, outlets the ball to Sarah Miller, but it's tipped out of bounds by Miller. Now we're going to have a conversation. I'm thinking this one's getting reversed because it sure looked like it hit off of the Yellow Jackets, but after a brief conversation, it'll stay BW possession. Emily Irwin across the timeline. She'll dribble off left side. Skip it over to Valiant. Her triple try is up, no good. Rebound for Paul. Her putback attempt is no good, but she was fouled in the act of shooting, so she'll get 2 coming from the free throw line. Taylor DeMassimo checks back in for the Muskies, and seeing their first action today for the Yellow Jackets, freshman guard Emma Nick, freshman guard Alec Johnson. Paul's attempt will rim out. She's got one more coming. She's 1 of 5 from the free throw line coming into the game. And she left that one too strong. Rebound controlled by Sarah Miller, and she'll draw a foul against Bella Valiant. Leah Smith working the ball off to the right side, now gets to the lane. Tries a jump stop, foot slides, but no call on the travel. Casey Smith will dribble off right wing. Mid-post entry pass to Sarah Miller. She left the shot too strong. Rebound pulled down by Kayla Paul. Over to Irwin. Now over to Alec Johnson on the left side of the floor. Johnson will back it out to the left wing. Thought about a dribble drive. Now she'll outlet the basketball, and it'll get reversed over to Irwin, right wing. Paul gets it in the low post. She tries a scooping shot with the right hand, and she gets it to go. 60-38, BW leads the Muskies. Taylor DeMassimo with the basketball. She'll pass it over to Leah Smith and get it right back on the right wing. High post entry pass to Miller. Miller squares up the back to drive. Now over to DeMassimo. She'll swing it over to Bicking on the left wing. It gets reversed to Leah Smith on the right wing. Her pump fake gets the Yellow Jacket defender in the air. She'll put it on the deck one time, raise up, and be off the mark. Rebound to Alec Johnson. She'll outlet the ball to Emily Irwin. And BW will get a rolling timeout to get a new player into the game. That is Sadie Arndt. And she will inbound the ball. She does so to Nick. Nick over to Paul on the left wing. We're under a minute here to go in the fourth quarter. Nick looking to Valiant. And she tries to find Paul going to the hoop, but threw it out of bounds. So the Muskies will get possession of the basketball. Casey Smith inbounds to Leah Smith. Leah Smith alternates left-handed and right-handed dribbles to get the ball into the front court, swinging over to DeMassimo, left wing. She thought about a three. Now she'll back it out between the circles, lob it into the corner to Leah Smith, back out front to Casey Smith. Smith looking for the dribble drive. She'll go up with a scoop shot in the lane, and she'll draw the foul against one of the Yellow Jackets. Emma Nick is whistled for the foul. That's her first. That's the fifth on the Yellow Jackets here in the fourth quarter. Casey Smith will toe the line and raise up her first free throw attempt, and it rattles out. Her second attempt is up, and it's off back iron. Rebound, Kayla Paul. The Yellow Jackets can use it all. Paul dribbles into the front court, gets it to the lane, hands it off to Aaron. Her shot is no good. Rebound, Sarah Miller, and she'll just walk out the clock. And she caught that rebound with just 2 seconds left. And that'll do it for the women's basketball game here today at the Ursprung Gymnasium inside the Lou Higgins Center, as the Yellow Jackets earn a 60-38 victory over the Fighting Muskies. With that victory, BW improves to 9-2 overall. They are now 4-0 here at the Ursprung Gymnasium, and more importantly than that, they are 6-0 in Ohio Athletic Conference play. And when you look at what's coming up for the Yellow Jackets, that is a very important statistic. They are home again on Wednesday night to take on the Ohio Northern Polar Bears, and then they have a 2-game road swing as they play a doubleheader next Saturday at Capital University, and then they travel across the county to play the John Carroll Blue Streaks on January 19th. Taking a look at some final statistics before we take a break prior to the men's game. Lily Edwards led the way for the Yellow Jackets with 13 points. On 4 of 9 shooting, Megan Hensel had 9 points and added 9 rebounds and 2 assists. On 4 of 11 shooting, Edwards also had 9 rebounds for the Yellow Jackets and handed out 2 assists. 8 points each to Emily Lyon and Megan Scheibelhut. Scheibelhut finished with 8 rebounds. Kira Philpott off the bench had 6 points and 4 rebounds, while Emily Irwin added 5 points. Kaylee Ressler had 4. Reagan Schill had 3. Kayla Paul and Izzy Andrews each had 2 points. Carolyn Wolkley had 2 rebounds and 2 assists. Alec Johnson pulled down a rebound. And Sylvie Sonneman handed out 1 assist in the game. Looking on the other side of the ledger for the Muskingum College Fighting Muskies, Kenzie Bicking and Casey Smith led the way, each with 9 points. Smith was the leader with 6 rebounds in the game. Hallie Moorhead had 5 points. She added 3 rebounds and 2 assists. Taylor DeMassimo had 5 points with 3 rebounds and 1 assist. Bailey Bishop had 5 points and 1 rebound, while Leah Smith had 4 points and 1 rebound. And Sarah Miller rounded out the scoring with 1 point and 5 rebounds. As a team, the Yellow Jackets shot 37.3% from the field, 25 of 67. They were 2 of 22 from three-point range, 9.1%, and 8 of 16 from the free throw line for 50%. The Muskies were 13 of 52 from the field, 25%, 3 of 12 from three-point range for 25%, and 9 of 15, 60% from the free throw line. BW out-rebounded the Muskies 54-32. BW also forced more turnovers, 14, than they committed 10. They had an 11-4 advantage in assists. They also had a 4-2 advantage in steals and a 4-3 advantage in block shots. BW had an 11-7 edge in points off turnovers, a 44-20 edge in points in the paint, 16-3 edge in second chance points, a 2-0 advantage in fast break points, and the BW bench outscored the Muskies 25-9. BW's largest lead was 22 points at the 1:44 mark of the fourth quarter, and their best scoring run was an 8-point run midway through the first quarter. There was just one lead change and one time where the game was tied. BW played 36 minutes and 43 seconds of that 40-minute contest with the advantage. The Muskies held the lead for just 2 minutes and 53 seconds. Once again, the Baldwin Wallace women's basketball team improves to 9-2 overall and 6-0 in the Ohio Athletic Conference with a 60-38 win over the Fighting Muskies, who dropped to 7-6 overall. They are now 1-5 away from home and 2-4 in conference play. We're going to step aside for a few minutes, and when we rejoin you, we will have a men's basketball action as the Baldwin Wallace men's basketball team will finish off this doubleheader by hosting the Fighting Muskies of Muskingum University here at the Ursprung Gymnasium. We're going to step aside for a break, and we'll be right back with men's basketball action here at BWYellowJackets.com.